Hi guys, back again with me Austin from About Heart. Today I'm going to share to you my experience on Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series Han Solo figure. Now, this is, it's part of the modern release of the Black Series, but it's actually not something new. You can see something similar, from the vintage collection line, which is VC62, I think, from Return of the Jedi. Basically, is the version of Han Solo. Wait, it's a trench coat Han Solo. See where he has the coat, and it's based on his appearance, the character's appearance during the Battle of Endor. Okay, wait, in the forest, and however, this guy, so it's kind of a repackage, but a bit of update here. There's a bit of an update. So without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging. This is the current style of the 3/4 inch Black Series figure, well, alongside the 6-inch version as well. The black box with the red hint here and there, okay, the bread color, basically Han Solo, and then the artwork, the Star Wars. It's, yeah, the name, nothing much. Well, there's a bit of bio at the back. As the Rebel fleet assault the unfinished Death Star, Han Solo is a mission to destroy the battle station's sealed generator on Endor's forest moon. So yes, it is based on his appearance on Endor. Alright, so yep, let's take a closer look at Han Solo. Alright, I just want to remind you though, it's not a completely direct repack in my opinion, but well, even the vintage collection line version was kit bash from several other release, so it's not something new from Hasbro. But anyway, we'll focus on this guy today. Okay, now the head sculpt here is not the best. In my opinion, the best head sculpt of Han Solo, which is one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, is from the VOTC, Vintage Original Trilogy. So I'm not sure why, again and again, I've been questioning why Hasbro just simply don't put, the other release with that same face. I'm not sure why. I mean, you can just reuse unless they lost the mold, maybe, who knows. But I think that's the best head sculpt mold, and the execution on this one is very terrible. I had to pick through, all the stocks on the store, on the shelf, to see which one is the best. And even this one, you see the eyeball, the paint on the eyeball is not good at all. All right, so you can see a hint of Han Solo, a bit old this figure, but looking a bit old, but it's not the best. Okay, and execution wise, it's not really great, really. Okay, so this is not a strong point of this release, which is okay. Now it has a trench coat, which is the main feature of this figure. Okay, it is removable, of course. The thing is, it's made of a different kind of fabric that being used from the vintage collection line. That one is, I think, is thicker in material, and it's more like a clothes, where this one, I think, this material is something that I can find normally in a raincoat. I think so. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'll just remove this. It's removable, so it's very easy to take off from him, supposedly. Hopefully there's no problem in taking it out. Alright, as you can see, I managed to remove the trench coat from the figure. Nothing special. In fact, inside they don't really paint it all. and they still paint some of the detail. You can see all the stitches, but at least it is a working accessories. Okay, it's a working trench coat, and they still paint it quite nicely on this side, so it's not that bad. And I think the most important improvement is that they make it to fit better, much better on the figure compared to the previous releases. The one on the vintage collection line, even it looks very baggy. It doesn't fit really well, but this one fits really well. But I wish they could have used the same material. This one is okay as well. I mean, it still works, you know. So it's a bit of my personal opinion. All right. Okay. Now the figure itself is typical Han Solo figure, you know, with all its features here and there. Okay. The fans here, the detailing on the neck is nice. Okay, you can see his blood fin. That's okay. At least they paint the neck similar with the tone on the skin tone on the face, so that's cool. All right. This vest, it has a bit of detailing. See all the side pockets there, and it can be removed as well from the figure. Not very hard to do. It's kind of rubbery, still solid, still very subtle, but rubbery. So you can just easily take it off from the figure. Look at the detailing; it's very nice. You can always use this for any, you know, kit bash project that you want to do. So that's cool. Inside, you can see his shirt. It has a bit of molded details along this part and this part as well on the sleeves, so that's okay. It's very cool inside. In fact, oh, I find something very interesting. You can see the joint at the back there, so it's a ball with a bit of opening hinge, so we know that's the joint that is being used. Okay. Now for his lower body part, first of all, there's a molded details of his inner belt. Yes, I call it inner belt. The actual belt is painted and molded there, so you can see it's not very detailed, but you can somewhat see the detailing there. It looks like a belt, and of course there's one of the feature here is the hanging holster belt. It's the additional belt which holds which holds the blaster. Okay, it is removable, and it looks like it's hanging there. That's why I call it hanging holster belt. It is possible because of two things. First is the way the body is proportioned. If you pay attention to it, the upper body is actually very this one is bigger, thicker than the waist part. The waist is actually too slender compared to the actual, I mean, the whole body, so a bit disproportion. The proportion is not good basically for a normal human. it's not good. Okay, it looks like he's fat on this part, but it allows for this hanging, you know, illusion of it. But without the trench coat and without the vest, it looks weird actually, in my opinion. Anyway, it's just personal. And another important point is that it is actually attached to a back hole, so it has a back hole behind. Let me show you while I remove it. So just take this out and see, you can see there's a back hole here, and there's a small back which I'm going to show you. So to take it out is very easy. Just remove it all the way down, and you can see behind there's a back which attaches to the back hole at the back. Okay, it feels a bit rubbery, and again, it's working. That's the most important. Not the best fit ever for the whole for the blaster, but it works, still works. Now This is the typical blaster for Han Solo, not the best detailed ever. It's all painted in black, but the most important is it is still working. Alright, it works well to his arm. Now I just want to point something as well. The wrist on the right hand side is molded differently than the one on the left. The one on the left is kind of somewhat straight, if you can see straight here, but this one is a bit bended. I think they did it purposely for the gun holding hand. Alright, anyway, it works. The grip is very nice. So the pants, nothing special. Yellow lining, very typical Han Solo pants, and the boots. Okay, now for the articulation, I think I better put on the accessories so that we know how the articulation fare with all the accessories all the accessories on. But basically it has the very similar typical articulation with the other modern Star Wars Hasbro Star Wars action figure. The ball jointed head, which allows you to do 160 and all this ball joint motion. Okay, the ball hinge arms upward. Of course, without the fast you can do this much rotation. Elbow rotation 360 and elbow bend this much. Wrist rotation, this joint that we saw just now, which allows for the crunch of the belly. Okay, 160 and front side, a bit side to side, not so much back and front. This is the old swivel tie, okay, which allows for good front kick and good back kick. Okay, even a split. They have updated since with a ball hinge joint. The bend on the knee 90 degrees. You can do this, but it seems like the knee is broken that way. He has a broken knee. Now rotation. Okay, you have rotation there, and then you also have a rotation on the ankle and up and down motion, no rocker ankle. Okay, but alright, let's try to do it with the full accessories. Let me put on the vest and the trench coat. Putting it back is not that hard really. Okay. Alright, the vest is on now. Not hard to do. And let's try the trench coat. Trench coat is quite a bit of a challenge because the fit is now compared to the previous one is much tighter, but it will look better on the figure. Now with the trench coat on, the articulation still works for the lower body. Yes, not too bad, but I think the most of the drawback is on the arm, but not so bad actually. Okay, it's just you cannot do full rotation. Alright, see the bend on the elbow is kind of disrupted, but still it's there. Okay, so you see this is a fit sleeve on the arm, and the fit of the overall coat is not so baggy. So that's the cool part of this figure. Alright, so yes, the trench coat does hinder a bit of articulation, but still in my opinion it's still very normal and manageable. The figure can still be posed nicely, and that's cool actually. Alright, as you can see, he looks better with the trench coat on. The proportion is much better now. Looks better, but still, yeah. Anyway, let's measure him up. He's standing, I think, around almost 375 actually. Oh no, he's probably about 3.625 around that. Okay, yeah, slightly lower than 3 3/4 inch, but that's okay. Let's compare it to the more recent releases. That's his older self, Ray. Okay, and of course, don't forget his body. There's a VOTC, not the Black Series Chewbacca. Okay, so yeah, well, he's a bit taller than his usual self. I mean, his older self. Normal, I guess. Well, Han Solo is one of my favorites, so probably in the future we'll compare different releases of Han Solo. Anyway, this is compared to G.I. Joe figure. G.I. Joe are normally taller, alongside with Marvel Universe is taller as well. Okay. Alright, so just a bit of quick recap. I like the trench coat. Okay, of course I wish they could have done it with a similar previous material, but it works. I mean, it fits better now, which is okay. The proportion of the body, I don't like it, but still you got the removable vest, you got the removable hanging holster belt with the blaster, and you got a trench coat. Okay, so if you are a fan of Han Solo like me, you can always just reuse these parts to put it on your other Han Solo. Other than that, it's not so great, but still okay. Of course, if you can find the vintage collection version or the previous version, is cool, but at the moment, for me, this is the easiest one to find. So thanks guys for watching. I'm Asim from A Boy at Heart. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Goodbye.